Counting down to first pitch at U.S. Cellular Field. It'll be the Indians and the White Sox coming your way next. We've got baseball for you from U.S. Cellular Field on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Well, you're looking at two guys here getting their second opportunity here this year. Mixed results, as you can see, in their first turn, so we'll see what's in store for them in this second time around.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians, as their starting 9 tonight will look like this. They'll match up against the veteran southpaw whose numbers you see on your screen, John Danks. Donnie Larson. The move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there. 7-11.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Three and 0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk, pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, just to get me over fastball. Anything to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. Look at the stop. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
Yeah, a nice effort down there at first. This is full extension to pull it in. Then he tries to shuffle this one off to the pitcher covering first. It's close, but they couldn't quite get him.
Toby Reyna will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Here we go, turn 2.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
You get the leadoff single, and now you got a 3-1 count. He's already in a little hot water here to start the ball game.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Lee Van Dyke will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, what a great start to this series here in the first inning. On the road, you'd love to give your pitcher a little something to work with out there, and he's going to have a lead now before he even throws his first pitch.
Sammy Huffman will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. Even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
A.J. Metcalf will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on base plus slugging, and his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the major league leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078, so he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
In there for strike 1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball one.
Let's shut him down right here.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty...
You know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Roger Doran will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season.
Stop him right here.
And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Let's go, Mark.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, the run's going to wind up scoring on the play anyway, but how's this for a nice play? This inning could have gotten a lot worse if he doesn't come up with that one.
Willie Mays will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Water, soda. Get your water, soda here.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
Here you go, guys.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Tribe lead this one 3-0. Now the starting lineup for the White Sox looks like this. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Here's Emilio Bonifacio now to get us started in the home half of the first.
And leading off for the White Sox, right fielder, Emilio Bonifacio.
right there for strike one. Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Melky Cabrera will dig in, and as you can see, he's got that average up near the 400 mark to start the season. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Jose Abreu will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball.
He's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Mays has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Jake Taylor will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And this is into the bleachers in left, a home run. A solo shot here to left as the Indians continue to pull away. It's now 4-0.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Number 13 will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Number 13.
Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Line to left. Cabrera has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Donnie Larson will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. And here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. The 2-1 home. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Toby Reyna will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Got to wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's a 1-0. And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Cabrera is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Lee Van Dyke will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance.
Go back to Cleveland.
And this is low, ball 1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. A runner on first with 2 away.
Let's go. Shut him down.
The 1-1 home. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they're really trying to put the hammer to him here in the early part of this ball game. This moves another runner into scoring position, and they're threatening to add on to their already good-sized lead.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. So a two-run shot to left center. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning, so they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
Sammy Huffman will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with two away, but apparently not.
And that's in there on the hands, 3-2 now. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
A.J. Metcalf will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. First pitch to him. Ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Let's do it.
side, 3-0 now.
Well, he's going to have to straighten himself out here pretty quickly, or he's going to be in danger of coming out of this ball game.
Okay, focus now.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Third baseman number 24, Roger Doran.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout, and we'll have a new pitcher coming on as that's going to do it for John Danks. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Zach Duke is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Roger Doran will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Come on, let's get this job done.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Out, away.
Shut him down now.
Swing.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Cleveland's out in front, 6-0. Adam LaRoche will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Come on.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just 1 swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Fouled back. There's a big swing, and he gives this one a ride high and deep to right center. And the home half of the second begins with a home run. A solo home run for Adam LaRoche. And they're on the board at 6-1. Well, with the hole that they dug themselves here early in the ballgame, it's definitely going to be a long road back.
but we've seen stranger things happen. And who knows? Maybe we'll look back on this home run as the one shot that got the huge comeback started.
Connor Gillespie steps in now.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Connor Gillespie.
And a high strike there, 0-1. That home run estimated at 401 feet. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Splitter taken here, 2-1. No outs, nobody on. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. The 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Come on, let him walk ya.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Get in and let the real hitter do something.
Batting sixth,
Alexi Ramirez will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. First pitch coming. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And this one's too far inside. Ball 2. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Go White Sox.
Wait for the pitch.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Andrew Jones waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had 1 step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. You know, he's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Andrew Jones will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
All right, Jones, take it out of the park.
And here is strike one called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Fouled straight back. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. The three of us are back at U.S. Cellular Field in just a moment. Willie Mays will lead things off. The bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Willie Mays.
First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a look at our daily feature here. This date in baseball history. Jake Taylor will stand in again. He homered his first time around.
Come on, White Sox.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Now a look over to first here by Duke, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Hard hit down the line, and he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play.
Yeah, even though this isn't hit all that hard, it's still very tough as a base runner to hit the brakes and get back to first in time. This turns into an easy 3 unassisted double play.
Number 13 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. On the ground down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Sliced down the line at first, and that is past him at first. It's a fair ball.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but He just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Donnie Larson will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a ball hit hard toward first. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Indians on top, 6-1. Carlos Sanchez will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Carlos Sanchez.
Now the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Go, Carlos!
Here we go.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And 1 away now here in the Chicago third.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Kevin Smith will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
All right, White Sox!
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
That's okay!
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
The 3-1 is on the way. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Two and two. Two out, nobody on. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail 6-1. Toby Reyna will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Lee Van Dyke.
Lee Van Dyke will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. One pitch on the way. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
6 runs, 8 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Sammy Huffman will stand in. Base on balls his last time. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
The 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch. That's just a tough call to go against you. The 3-1 coming.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 6-1. Melky Cabrera will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
Let's do this, White Sox!
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Three and 0 now.
Wow. He can't believe it out there on the mound. I mean, these last 3 pitches, they have all missed by inches.
Come on, White Sox!
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just 1 hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Jose Abreu will try it again. He flew out his first time. In there, no balls and a strike.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Number 13 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place, but luckily he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Adam LaRoche will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Connor Gillespie will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul.
Come on.
And here's a fastball called for strike two.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And he struck him out, his eighth punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. White Sox leave one. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. A.J. Metcalf will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
First baseman, A.J. Metcalf.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Out in front of a curveball here as this is bounced on the ground to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Roger Doran will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. And this ball will be chopped foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Now the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Willie Mays will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And that misses ball one.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
One 0 on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And that's finally over for a strike.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Jake Taylor will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sanchez is there, and the side is retired. It'll be Alexi Ramirez's turn when we come back. It's the Indians 6 and the White Sox 1. Alexi Ramirez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Look out, 2-0 now.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Grounded fouled off to the right side. Fouled straight back. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
When you're down by a handful of runs, a leadoff walk is a definite blessing. If nothing else, it's a good first step towards trying to get back in this ball game.
Andruw Jones will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here. They can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Carlos Sanchez will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Stay clear of the DP.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Come on, pop one.
And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman.
Look out for the double play.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Come
1
big
run,
opportunity,
2 hits,
guys.
and no errors so far for the White Sox. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
You can do it.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Kevin Smith will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Whoa, avoid the
And he'll just watch the splitter here. 2-1. First and second now, 1 man out.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Fouled back. curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Swing and a strike.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Melky Cabrera. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Come on now.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
The 3-0 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, this 5th inning has certainly not gone before him. That's his second walk so far. If he gets to 3, you'd have to wonder if that might be the end of the line.
Jose Abreu will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Get him home.
Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give him any kind of cheapie here with 2 away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
Yeah, you know, that one not even close, and you can feel the noose starting to tighten up just a little bit more on him.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Outside, 3-0 now.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Number 13 is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. White Sox pick up just the 1. 5 innings complete. The Indians lead it 6-2. Daniel Webb will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 40, Daniel Webb.
number 13. They'll dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Right fielder, number 13.
And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Peanut, popcorn, cotton candy, yeah.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. And this is taken for a ball high and tight, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Second baseman,
Donnie Larson will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Toby Reyna will stand in here, 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. In there, 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
1-2. Comes with the slider there, but this is lined into left field. A base hit. And make it an even 10 games in a row he's hit in now, as that bat has really come alive of late.
Lee Van Dyke.
Lee Van Dyke will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Come on, let's do it.
And this will be fouled away. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They lead it 6-2. Adam LaRoche will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And they can't get LaRoche to chase there, as that evens things at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Woo! 3-2, here it is. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Now batting, third baseman.
Well, in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these so far. 11 for him in the contest all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ballgame. Connor Gillespie will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Here's the first offering. Up and in for ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
The 1-1. And he gets around on the fastball here and sends one deep down the right field line. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Alexi Ramirez will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Now the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Ball 2 now.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
Three and 0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And that's in there, 3-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Back here on the south side of Chicago. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Javi Guerra is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Javi Guerra.
Sammy Huffman will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Shortstop, Sammy Huffman.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Up high, 2-1 now. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Full count now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
A.J. Metcalf will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Roger Doran will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Here we go, third two.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one.
He's leading towards second.
No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0.
Open your eyes up.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Two 2-0 on the way. Outside and low, 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Had the red light there, and it's 3-1.
3-1.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Willie Mays will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time.
Hey, double him up.
Too high, 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Runners are at first and second with one away. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
And I'll tell you what, he's keeping himself pretty composed for a guy that's seen that strike zone keep shrinking on him.
Outside, 3-0 now. And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Jake Taylor will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7.
Shut him down now.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
And that's in there, 2-1. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
This is swung on and foul tipped straight back as that sounded like it rang the catcher's mask with pretty good force that time. And this is going to be a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Cabrera, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the Indians 6 and the White Sox 2. Seth Lind is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Andrew Jones will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around.
Andrew Jones.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, that's what he's up here to do. Some late inning heat out of the bullpen, and he finishes him off with a good fastball here for career strikeout number 1.
Carlos Sanchez will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now a fastball is hit on the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Kevin Smith will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Catcher, Kevin Smith.
First pitch coming. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
You're really wasting a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him. Get him out of here.
Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cleveland's out in front, 6-2. Dan Jennings will be the new pitcher.
For the White Sox, number 43, Dan Jennings.
Number 13 will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Right fielder.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Larson.
Donnie Larson will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first to complete the double play.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Toby Reyna will step in. A base hit in his last time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
And he reaches for one, but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Nothing doing for the Indians there. They lead it 6-2. Emilio Bonifacio will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Let's go!
Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Man, you get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Melky Cabrera will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing, and he pops him up over near second. Huffman is there, and he's got it for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Jose Abreu will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. There's one. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just one on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Adam LaRoche will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
You can do it. Here we go.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. A man left for the White Sox. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Lee Van Dyke will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Lee Van Dyke.
First pitch coming. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
Let's go. Swing.
And he takes a called strike one. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. Jones will back up and put this away for a long out, number one.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Sammy Huffman will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. Here comes the 2-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cabrera is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. A night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights, and this winds up being a long out to the warning track.
A.J. Metcalf will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Wash down that popcorn. Folks, I got some water here.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
1-1 on the way. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Connor Gillespie We'll start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, and I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
First pitch to him. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And a rather easy first out.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Alexi Ramirez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
All right, let's go.
And, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
So much of hitting is all about getting the right pitch. Here, he didn't like either one of the first couple he sees. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. But then he finally gets a location he can do something with, and whack, base hit.
Andrew Jones will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. And a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Mays is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Carlos Sanchez will stand in as their last chance now. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Swing and a miss as he can't connect there, and now the Chi Sox are down to their final strike.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Let's do it.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat a little.
Chris Schneider will get a late call now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up the save. Kevin Smith will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
Punch that pitch. Let's go.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. This is foul tipped here as he stays alive, but meanwhile that ball came back and got our home plate umpire right in the arm as you saw him spin away in pain there. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 6-3. Good night from Chicago.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors, They left 8 men on base. The White Sox, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of U.S. Cellular Field.